Hello traders, this is your trader's friend. Thanks for joining me for another video. I'm here to specifically speak to new traders. We've heard that fear and greed drives the market, but I think there's something else going on with new traders. I think because the market is not new traders around so much, and they've been stopped out, they have been knocked upside the head this way and that way, that oftentimes they just want to be careful. I think a new trader is a lot like a dog behind a fence. When someone crosses the fence to the right, the dog is running off to the right. And when someone passes to the left, then the dog is running to the left. But if you get a group of people and the group splits, then the dog is confused because it's not sure which way to go. And a lot of times that's what's going on with new traders, because they see price hiccup and retracement so much and they're trying to follow every hiccup, every retracement, then they end up getting knocked around in the market. So they have done everything that they know to do to preserve their family's capital. They've attended every webinar, seminar, read every possible book, and they're still finding themselves on the wrong side of the trade. And they hear other traders telling them to be patient. So a lot of times what new traders do, because they want to be careful and they don't want to keep getting knocked upside the head and getting on the wrong side of the trade, they try to wait. What they do, if they see a strong move down like this bearish move in front of you, a lot of times they will wait because they want to be sure that they don't get stopped out again and that price is really moving in the direction that it appears to be moving. So a lot of times new traders end up entering somewhere right about there, just enough for price to move in their favor a few more pips before reversing on them. And a lot of times when you are a new trader, it's almost as if your broker is just sitting there with a magic button waiting for you to enter and take price against you. And what happens is the new trader ends up getting stuck right there. And then price moves against them, price falls back down, they feel comfortable, but then price goes up against them. And because price has come back down before and put them back in profit, then a lot of times the new trader ends up waiting, even as price continues to move against him or her. And then they get into this period here, and I'm going to mark it, this period of deliberation, where price is trading back and forth. They're still on the wrong side of the trade, but they're hoping that price is going to come back into their favor soon. And many times what ends up happening is that price continues to move against them, trapping them further down. So I have a couple of suggestions for new traders. I think that it's essential for new traders to learn their candlestick patterns. There is nothing more important in the market, in my opinion, than price movement. I think price movement is everything. Once you get your candlestick patterns down packed, then you can add every indicator and every oscillator in the world to your chart that you want to, but get the basic. And price movement is the basic. We've made trading the rocket science of the 21st century, and the truth is trading is not that hard once you know what's going on. The difference between the new trader and the pro is that the pro is always already anticipating where price is going to move. Why? One, the pro understands that the market is moving up and down all the time, and so he or she is not in a panic. And two, the trader understands price action. And so the trader sits up and waits for valid confirmations before entering in the market, and they don't chase price up and down all day. That's the difference between the pro and the new trader. So once you learn to anticipate price movement, it's going to give you a huge advantage over most traders, and that's the point you want to get to. And your candlesticks and your trend lines, of course you know that I'm a huge fan of that if you have been following any of my work, but your candlestick patterns and your trend lines are huge assets to help you get to that place of success that you're looking for as a trader. There are two consistent things that new traders do wrong. They get in late and hold on too long. So what I'm going to suggest is Get out of your losing trades quickly. If you're trading a 5-minute chart and you have been in your trade for about 2 hours and you're not really making headway, if you get the opportunity to get out at break even or small loss, go ahead and get out of that trade and wait for a good setup. The hardest thing about the market, once you learn what's going on, is waiting for a valid setup. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a killer trading week.